Good morning, and it is morning over here. 10:15 actually on Wednesday. And this is an experiment, more or less. Since we have no web connection and I can't write my blog, I thought I'd see if I could get a little video blogging going, vlogging as it's called. I don't know if it'll work or not. I have no idea how this is sounding. But I've got the camera on, and because when my grand old desktop got too old for Windows to update it and keep it safe, we got a all-in-one Acer computer. Basically, it's just the monitor with the computer in the back of the monitor. I've got enough room to swing my camera and my computer around, and I can show you a part of the house that probably Myra will appreciate a little bit more being shown than our bedroom. That behind me is our kitchen, obviously. And you can see that thermos on the table. That's by the end of the day going to be filled up 4 or 5 times with a fresh tea bag thrown in. So by the end of the day, I've got very deep, dark tea. And I have my cup here. There you go. Thomas Crosby 4, Thomas Crosby, and Thomas Crosby 5. I drink a lot of tea. I drink as much tea as I used to drink coffee, but it's better for my stomach, which is kind of a good deal, and it's better for my shaking. Now you can see on the left of the picture, looking at the picture, the kitchen table, chair, and one of our walls that are glass, which if we were sitting at the table, we'd have a beautiful view of the garden. Well, I think it's beautiful. I guess I've been looking at it for 15 years and it still impresses me, which is nice. And and what? Well, and a lot of things. The other day, Myra went down to talk with a group in Valencia, the nearest town to where we live. And they were having a woman pastor come in to give a prayer and religious time with the group. And when the pastor got there, Myra said, "Yeah, your name sounds familiar." And she said, "Well, yes, ma'am. You taught my daughter at Silliman." And Myra said, "Oh, really? How's she doing now?" Well, she's doing this and she's doing that. She's doing the other thing. Oh, and she's got a daughter too. She said, "Really? How old is she?" And the lady said, "Oh, my daughter's daughter is 22 years old." And all of a sudden, the world crashed in on Myra and she said to herself, "My God, I've gotten old." The thought that one of her students now had a 22-year-old daughter just got into her head. And now that to add a little bit to that, this is the year that Myra becomes an official senior citizen in the Philippines, which means she doesn't have to stand in the long line. She gets to go sit in the short line for old people, and she gets a 10 to 20% discount and all sorts of good things, which she's enjoying. She's been enjoying for the last year or two because of her white hair. They keep saying, "Oh, ma'am, please come stay with the seniors and have a seat. Obviously, you're over 60, your hair is white." Actually, it's salt and pepper. But Myra felt very old at that point when her student had a daughter that could also have a daughter. Yeah, this boggled her brain for a little bit. Now, that's one of the things that's been going on. And about 4 days ago now, I, uh, well, I got to backtrack a bit on this one. Rick will know. I've quit drinking coffee because my hands started going like that, and I couldn't use the mouse on my computer. And part of it was the coffee, but part of it was just my body and how it reacts now and behaves. So, and it's going to sound worse than it is when I use one word. So don't worry about it too much. But the other night, my tremors turned into convulsions. They do that. All of a sudden, my muscles just snap together, and that's the way it goes. When it gets real bad, I got a pill I take that relaxes them, so it's not life threatening. But apparently, when I was asleep, the convulsions hit, and I managed to clench my jaw. I mean, really clench my jaw. And I have been suffering from that for the last 3 days. Now I'm going to smile. And you see my smile? You see all those teeth missing? Well, that's part of getting old when you get old in a place that you can't get to a dentist. And when I clenched my teeth, my jaw, I pushed one of my teeth to a 45-degree angle, started to pull the root up, but it didn't come out. It did, however, manage to really mess up my bottom teeth and the gums. Now, I've had this in a minor way before, so I knew what was going to happen. And sure enough, my tooth is straightened up, and the rest of the teeth have gone back into place, and the gums are starting to heal. But for the last 2 or 3 days, I was taking serious painkillers for a lot. I was. Now, today, I'm having the blessing, and I consider it a blessing, of no pain. All of a sudden, you say to yourself, oh, I don't feel any pain. How nice. It really is nice to have a little relief from the pain. Oh, can't help myself, folks. I'm going to have to blow my nose. Don't go away. Well, it's how it goes when you get old. The nose gets dry. Hmm, that's better. Oh, how about that? We got Webb back. Okay. Well, this is 8 minutes, probably long enough. I can get this out and put it in and get it out to you. Now we're doing pretty good. Myra has entered a crossroads. She's finding that she's enjoying working in the field again, and she's enjoying teaching, and she's trying to find a way to balance the in class and the out of class stuff. And it's quite a challenge, but she's certainly enjoying herself. As you can see, I'm just old and gray, a dirty old man that just can't be trusted, as that song used to go. Uh, I'm still doing okay. I'm decided that any day I can get up and I can mumble and I can stumble. And when I go to bed, I'm still mumbling or stumbling. It's a good day. Now, how did that comedian put it? What do I do when I wake up in the morning? I open my eyes, and if I'm not lying in a coffin and I'm not smelling flowers, I figure I'm okay. Or something like that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's okay over here now, folks. Our garden, we've got eggplant that's coming along nicely, a dozen or so plants that will be giving us fruit soon. We've got green beans galore. We've been eating them for the last week, and yesterday Min took a big fistful like that of them home with her. Our peppers are doing well. Not very big, but we find that if we leave them alone, they get red now, and the bugs don't get to them. We have got spinach and peach eye growing, and we're eating that. The turtles are doing well. Tilapia is doing well. We're soon, yeah. Excuse me. 50, 60 years of smoking. Even when you quit, you're going to end up coughing sooner or later. We've got a nice bunch of bananas that we're going to eat in another month, and there are one, two, three, four, five, six more banana plants growing that will be giving us fruit sooner or later, we hope. Our papaya, oh, we got papaya like this. I mean, it's huge. Usually we get the little round ones, sort of solo. They're called solos here. Just fit for one, but this thing you could feed a family of eight. It's big. We're going to see how it tastes when it's ripe. Our sweet potatoes are coming along. We have got peanuts growing quite nicely. We will hopefully get enough for Min to take home a big bag, and Myra and I can have a big bag to make snacks out of, or peanut butter if we get enough. Homemade peanut butter is pretty good. And what else have we got out there? Our weed whacker. Ah, that's right. Weed whacker. Min is very good, but she spends hour after hour. We bought a lawnmower, and because we got lawn, and it's a pusher one. It's not an engine, but Min never quite got the hang of it. So she keeps taking out a short stool, small low stool, sits on it, and uses her bolo to cut the grass. Well, yeah, that takes a lot of work. It takes a week out of every month to keep the grass down. And we thought about it, Maya and I did, and we bought a weed whacker. And we bought it 2 months ago, I guess. And it sounds like we're buying Toys R Us, but it isn't. It now takes 2 hours to do the whole lawn, the whole yard, to keep the grass down and what have you. So we have cleared up almost a full week of Min's time by getting the weed whacker. Now, sometimes Myra uses it, sometimes Min uses it, but she's got an extra week every month to do garden work, keep the vegetables coming. And that's a pretty good deal. It's paid for itself in 2 months. I did use it, but I find that I can't really do it because I need two canes to walk. Uh, I tend to fall over. My balance is bad now, has been for months. So if I don't have my canes as outriggers, I tend to fall one way or another, or start to. So to use a weed whacker, I'd have to have four arms, and I've only got two, which is just the way it is. Getting old, it's an enjoyable trip, I've decided. Don't get me wrong. I don't enjoy the pain and I don't enjoy many parts of getting old, but I do enjoy the journey. Um, when you turn from child to teenager and go through puberty, you're still a silly, stupid child, teenager. And I at least did not really consider the changes that were happening to me. It just happened and I enjoyed it. Oh boy, girls, I like them. But now I get to really observe what's going on and how I'm changing and what's happening. It's quite a fascinating journey. It really is. Myra asked me the other day, Do you want to go to the dentist and we'll rip out all your teeth? I know, Rick, quit shuddering right now. You're just going, ah! And Donna's saying, you fool. Uh, well, it wouldn't be so bad. I don't have that many left anymore. And I thought about it and I thought, no, no, I don't want to go to the dentist and get my teeth pulled out and false teeth put in. Losing your teeth is part of growing old. It's part of the natural process. And I'm kind of enjoying, as I say, not the pain, but I'm enjoying the journey and seeing how it works. Also, the bald spots. What am I going to do? Wear a toupee? I don't think so, folks. No, I am enjoying the journey of getting old. Don't always like it, but I do enjoy it. I know that sounds like a contradiction, but it really isn't. But that's 16 minutes, and that's just about long enough. So I couldn't have typed all this out. I don't know if it will sound very good or make any sense when you see it, but I'm going to send it to you and I'll hope that you enjoy it. Y'all take care and we'll see you when we see you, which is never, unless you want to give me a video call and we'll conference. Isn't that 21st century? Okay, that's all for now. Bye bye. Love you all. Take care.